Yeah, one thing that and I apologize, I didn't get to check this out, but another part of your rollout that you talked about was like a live stream.
The live stream was like like it was kind of last minute, but it worked out in a way. Like I think I set it up like a month prior to it happening. So basically, the goal, man, I was just trying to think of again, just like a different experience. We can't do shows the way we want to,
Right.
so I was just thinking like, yo, a live stream concert would be cool, And it's funny because like initially, I just think it's small. To be real with you, I thought it'd be like one camera focused on us, and we got one backdrop, and we just doing the whole album. I came up with that idea early because who really performs like the whole album, right? So, and I feel like we'll never perform the whole album again. Probably like the whole album, probably not. So I was just like, fuck it, like let's do this, perform the whole album, and then I went to my man Anthony Taylor. Shout out to him, man, because like without the space, it wouldn't have been as best as we did, put our best foot forward. So found the streaming company, Left Door Streaming. Shout out to them. They have like it's two men. One runs the audio side, the other runs the video side, and there's like 5 cameras moving. So like I said, I'm over here thinking one camera, so it's 5. Boom, leveled up on these niggas, right? Boom, right? So we got that, and then I told Anthony like how they've done, showing him the shit, and then he came with the idea like, what if we do 4 different stages, like scenes? And I was like, what the fuck you talking about? And he started talking about it because I told him that what with these live streams, they want you to try and push like a donation link.
Right.
So essentially we did it. There's 12 songs. So we did 3, 3, 3, 3, right? So that allowed us to switch to the next set. You know what I'm saying? So we did 4 different sets. Like the first one was on the couch, and it was like me, Manny, Shirty, and then Mal London, who's dope as hell. Shout out to my bro Mal London. So we did the 3 songs, and then the MC comes in and talks. So like it cuts to him, and then on the next, when he comes back, we on the next scene.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We had this white backdrop that looked like a stage, lit it all up. It was dope as hell. Did 3 songs there. Went back to the MC. Then we switched, and there was a joint, or we did 3 joints. We had my boy Brill, who just dropped a dope album, It's Okay to Care. You gotta check that out.
Yep.
And my boy Selah, who came down from Seattle, who's from Texas. He came down just to do the concert with us, which was dope as hell. And then went to the MC again. Then we switched, and Anthony has this dope ass Impala, like old school matte black dope ass Impala. And then we brought like everybody in the back. Like it was like Dante Thomas was there, like a whole bunch of folks was there.
I think Nanoa was there too, right?
Huh?
I said I think Nanoa was there too, right?
Nanoa was there. He was DJing the whole thing. So like, yeah, everybody was in the background as we did the last couple records. Milk was there. Milk was hella funny.
Yeah,
Drunk
shout
as
out
hell.
Milk. Shout out Milk. I was
verse.
gonna say that because I mean people know
this whole fucking verse, bro. I was trying to rap his verse. It was hilarious. But he came back and he did this fire freestyle at the end, and
he was off the dog water.
Big dog water energy. He was out of here. But nah, it was fun, man. So like again, like it was just an experience. Like I think it went really well. People, was just like, man, seen nothing like this before. And that's my whole thing right now, trying to create separation in terms of like the marketing shit. I hate marketing the most. It pisses me off.
It's hard, bro.
But when I come with good ideas and shit, like I know those commercials is gonna do good because we have personality. We shot all of those in one day, and we just rolled them out until the album dropped. And then we did the concert on the 3rd. We put the album out early on the 2nd so that we could do the Bandcamp Friday thing. Yeah. Which ended up being smart. And then it dropped on fucking DSPs on the 5th. Okay. So, just trying to think of different things, because now when I do my album, I'm going to come right back like in the next couple months and put my album out. And I'm just going to use what I learned from this process and
into that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
Well, I was going to kind of bring both these things up. Unfortunately, Shirt, it ain't here. But, you know,
Yeah.
for everybody
I might have
listening
to
to
do
this,
an episode with him. If you
with,
can
with
ever
just
catch him.
him, yeah, we might just have to bring him on too. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Hey,
I was looking forward to him being here.
It gives our album more legs. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was looking forward to him being here. It's not the end of the world that he ain't
So
here,
was
but
I.
you
So
know,
was I. But you know,
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But he did drop. He dropped his own project. Really just a couple or a few months ago. It really wasn't that long ago. Luke.
that was kind of like one of those things too, where it was just last minute. I
Yep.
remember he hit me. He was like, "Yo, man, I need your help." But I'm like, "Boy, you want to put this out when? Next week?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" So, you know, it was just one of those spur of the moment things. But again, I think that was smart too, just to like, it's like, boom, I'm gonna give y'all something for me. We put ours out, and then I'm gonna use that to springboard and put mine out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And
I
then,
definitely.
Like, it's just gonna be the whole year, like Milk doing this thing, and Brill put his project out, and that's like our little squad. You know what I'm saying? The people, and we just all being productive, which is dope.
Yeah, it's exciting to see what y'all are doing. We obviously had Milk and Calvin on for one of our really recent episodes, and people were hitting me up about that, like people that are not from here, you know, that were like, "Yo, that project was dope," and so it's cool to have y'all on here as well, and kind of be.
I think I'm gonna do some shit with Calvin. I think we're gonna do a project.
Man, he's nice.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Now I want to work with Green Team, him and Laws.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking with Laws about it.
Yeah, he was putting us up on them.
And then I was talking with Calvin the other day. He's like, "Fuck it, let's just make a Green Team Mat Randol thing." I was like, "Say less."
I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I
40 years over.
Milk said him and Trox are up next. I'm excited about that as well.
And he's in Multnomah County. That's some wild shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I'm excited about that.
I'm like, yo, these names.
Yeah. I'm glad they went extra with the names. I always appreciate a good name like that. But
I love it. Yeah. So everybody's working, man. I'm just trying to keep the momentum going. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it started in like 2019. I put out 4 projects that year, and it was funny because Melk was like, "Man, I seen you do that shit," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm about to go on the run." And I'm like, "Yeah, you going crazy now? You done like way more than me."
He did the same shit.
I ain't trying to do that shit again. I don't think like intentionally. That shit was crazy. I was making it as I go.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough, but you know, shit. I think by the time this year's up, I'll have at least like 3 projects up.
Dope. Well, this new upcoming project, how far along do you feel like you are in the process?
Oh man, you know it's crazy.
This is a solo project. This is just you, right? This is an album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the follow-up, my second album. So basically, what I was alluding to the whole journey, I need to actually speak about this more. Is that like all of the projects I've ever done is kind of like all together. So you know when you do like a big idea and then you do the little lines off of the big idea, that's essentially what my projects have been. So exactly. So like it started with Alignment in 2015, and then I did a project called Libero, came out in 2016, and then my first album, Art of Allowing, came out in 2018. So it's been 3 years since I've contributed to that series. So this is the 4th of 5th installments. It's gonna be like 5 projects when it's all said and done, and this is the 4th one. So I'm like 9 songs in, which is like a lot more than I thought. And I want it to be 11, so I'm gonna keep creating, and then I'll just boom. Okay. I want it to be like 11 songs, something around there. I might change my mind, but I'm really, really into it. You know, got a big feature from somebody that I'm excited about, and just keep working.
Is this the one you paid for? Is that what you were talking about earlier?
I paid for.
That's exciting, bro. That's exciting. When you don't normally do that shit, and then in this occasion you're like, you know what, it's time. You know, this is a good look. This is gonna be a.
I said, oops. He
okay, my bad. Hey, I ain't trying to pull.
Bodied it. I'm over here trying to tell y'all.
I'm over here trying to keep it. You know, keep it on the low.
Bodied it. I might tell y'all. I'll tell y'all off there.
Yeah, y'all can do. Yeah. We appreciate that. We would. You know what, man? I always get so caught up asking questions and talking to the guests. I forget to even let Trent get in here and say some shit.
Come on, Trent.
and
Bro,
say what's up and maybe ask a question. But what's up, Trent?
I talk too much too, so yeah, please.
No. I honestly, I love when Dev just like takes over because I get to be a fly on the wall for like some pretty good conversation. But no, I don't really have many questions. I just I think it's interesting. We get a lot of rappers. We get a lot of really good artists, really good producers and stuff on here. We had like Calvin Valentine on a couple weeks ago, and he was really fun to talk to about the producing side of things. We don't get a lot of engineers and mixing, recording artists like that though, and it's a super underrated. They don't get all the credit that they deserve sometimes. I mean, people know like Mike Dean, and they know like Timbaland and Dre, how great they are and stuff, but there's a lot that goes into an album's rollout, and you can, if you're familiar enough with engineers and stuff, you could tell like, oh, this is so and so that mixed this. Like, I know like the one that comes to mind that I used to think of all the time was Ali, who was doing all the Kendrick stuff. Like, you can tell when Ali mixed something on a TDE project and whatnot. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because you don't get a lot of credit for that kind of work, and it's real important to.
It's tough to too. So like, for a minute there, I was trying to like have somebody else mix this shit. You know, I just like, man, let me be the artist. But then at the same time, I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna do this. Like I accepted the challenge, and like like what Dev was saying, like I really was hoping that it sounded crisp and everything like that. So I appreciate it, man. I feel like I'm getting better with that too. Every song, whether it's me rapping on it or mixing it, I feel like I'm getting better each time I do both. So I appreciate it.
That's all you can really ask for is just growth and whatnot. But that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Other than that, I mean, I don't have many questions. I love hearing all the conversation about who you've been working with and like that whole journey is just like, it's super cool. Me and Dev, Portland, born and raised, and it's just nice to get all these different perspectives from artists in the city, and it's always different. Like everyone's journey is different. It's really connected, like you were saying. Like you cross paths with all these people, and we've through talking to all these people, already knew that because they're like, oh yeah, Mat Randol, like,
oh yeah, we used to cook up back. We used to always go to
I appreciate that, man. I'm glad motherfuckers got some nice shit to say about me.
I'm sure you heard a lot of bullshit.
I be feeling. But like again, we all be making these imaginary haters shit up. You know what I'm saying? I guess. So I mean, I'm glad that all I do is for the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm always referencing the city. Always one of the biggest ambassadors of the city. And like shit, people that I know out of town, they be saying all the time. They're like, bro, I don't know no rappers in Portland but you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like my people that I know. So it's like. I hold that, and I really represent the city because that's where I'm from. I'm from St. John's, from North Portland. Like that's what I know. You know what I mean? And I'm always gonna hold that down and definitely represent what we about. So much love.